We're up in the Mount Hood National Forest today. It's the end of April and we are hunting for spring morels. We're going to start about 3,500 feet and work our way down to below 2,500 feet, see what we could find. I got my buddy Bob with me today. He's 2 minutes into the woods. He's already found his first morel, so I think we're in the right spot. Hopefully we're going to find some more fruiting down below, but let's get out and have a good safe hunt. Let's go. So one of the things we're looking for is the Calypso orchid. You can tell we got it here blooming right now. It's got one leaf. All these little guys here have got one little leaf so they can photosynthesize. If you find the Calypso orchid, the morels should be popping as well, so that's a good sign. So we just got into this new spot here, guys. Bob found a king size morel. Check this puppy out. All right, Bob, that is a colossal size one. There you go. Pretty awesome. Look at the size of that puppy. Whew, there you go. We are in them. And that's not all. We've got some more. Check these three out that I just found right here. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. So let's harvest these guys. Look at that. Oh, these are beautiful too. These are in perfect shape, Bob.
That one is huge.
Yeah. Look at these guys. Bam. 3 musketeers right there. This is our fourth spot. We were getting skunked. Bob found the first one, but now we're in them. Right now we're at about 2,500 feet. We're on the east side, and 2 weeks ago this place was skunked. Nothing here, but we're in the shroom. So now what we're doing is we're just going to get low. We're going to look around. I think we spotted this other one just by being down on our knees and looking out in the area, but that's how you're going to find these guys. So take your time and you're going to get into the shroom. So happy dude, let's keep going. So we're in the same area that we just found those 4 morels, and now that we're in the right spot, I really want to take my time. I want to get low. I'm kind of scanning the area. I'm actually going back through the areas that I was earlier, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But if you look on the ground here, you see we've got direct contact with the ground. We've got wild strawberries coming up. We've got a little bit of grass. We've got a little bit of moss. The blast of rain that came through here last night definitely moistened everything up and warmed up the ground too. So if you look at these spots here, you see this little patch of sun coming through and the rest is shaded. This little strip here should be a great spot to find the morels because it warms up the ground quicker. And as soon as that ground warms up and gets above 50 degrees, the morels are going to start popping. So this is really what you want to see. And coming along this ridge, I really want to hunt this area here, make sure that we get through it thoroughly. So I'm down low again, and I'm looking out on the horizon here. When you're down low like this, you can actually see the morels much better than when you're standing up and looking down. So this is a good way to really figure out what's going on. I think I hear Bob hollering. I think you might have found some more. So let's go check it out. Check this out. Bob found a couple that look like blondes. Those are awesome. Those are actually my favorites to find because they're so colorful. What a cool find. Way to go, Bob. I know I walked right by this spot. God dang it.
Crazy.
Doing good, Bob. We moved up to about 2,600 feet, and the conditions look great, but we haven't found any morels. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to turn around and head back down the hill, get back down into the 2,400 foot range, and go back through this areas that we've already covered. You know, it's kind of one of those things when you're morel hunting is you got to do a lot of traveling, and move around, check different elevations. If the morels are there, you'll see them. If not, get back in the car, go up a couple hundred feet, go down a couple hundred feet until you find them fruiting. Once you find them, they're probably going to be fruiting at that level, and then also below that, maybe a little higher. But it's kind of a, I don't know, a gamble. But just use your best guess, and when you find them, stick around and go through the area as thoroughly as you can, and you'll be surprised. Even go back to the same areas that you've already walked through. Sometimes go in the opposite direction. Maybe the sun is at your face or the sun is at your back. you have a different perspective of the landscape, and a lot of times you'll see mushrooms that you walk right by just because of the change in direction. So keep at it and you'll get into some mushrooms. So let's keep going. Well, Bob and I came back to the spot where we originally found some mushrooms, and so let's go back, let's look it over. We didn't spend a whole lot of time in there, and sure enough, we came back, and literally within 15 feet of the original spot, I found 2 morels. Let's check them out. Check this guy out right here. Boom. Look at this guy. Awesome. 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 Let's take him out. What a beauty. And then I found this other guy here. Left my other knife. Let's check him out. Look at this guy here. Another beautiful, beautiful morel. How about that, huh?
I wonder if it's because they dug this up, they opened it.
Beautiful. I found a double really close to the ground. It's kind of small, but check it out. So I'm going to show you. Here's what it looks like when you're looking at it from above. But when I get down low and I'm looking at it this way, now you can see the morel and his little brother right here. How cool is that? Pretty dang awesome. Let's harvest these guys and keep going. I think we found the spot. Oh geez, I see another one. Hold on. Look at this, Bob. Right here.
Another one?
Another one. We got this one right here. This one right here.
Yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Again, squatting down.
Dude.
How awesome is that? That's a nice fat one. Bob and I are finding some pretty good quantities of morels, and you know, one thing I've noticed, I'm looking at my GPS and it marked the spots where I found them. I've heard that mushrooms, the mycelium structures tend to grow in a line, and as I look at my GPS and where we found these mushrooms today, they're all within, I don't know, a 50-60 foot straight line and maybe 20 or 30 feet wide. So I think there's something to be said about it. But every one of these mushrooms, both Bob and I have kind of gotten down low, squatting down like I'm doing now, and looking at the horizon, looking out a little bit, looking at anything that might be popping up out of the normal. And the morels definitely have a different profile than these pine cones, but looking from above, they all look the damn same. So when you squat down like this and just take your time, take a couple of steps, squat down, do a 180-degree look, and if there are morels there, you're gonna see them much better than if you're looking down. So there's a good tip for you. Hopefully that helps you find some morels. So we're heading back to the car. Bob and I had an awesome time today. We covered a lot of ground, but we ended up finding morels at 2,500 feet, all within maybe 100 square yards, and they were nice, big, fresh morels, all in great shape. And it was fun to get out here with Bob. It's the first time for him, and you know, all in all, we had a great day, and I'm glad you guys joined me. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, tell your friends, and I look forward to joining you on the next adventure.